Last year, we took a look inside the local rivalry between the Seattle Thunderbirds and the Everett Silvertips in the Western Hockey League. But as you watched that video, you probably noticed there was a small personal rivalry going on in the stands between two fans, Canuck and Pug. While growing up in the Everett area, Canuck became a fan of the Everett Silvertips during their first year in 2003. He stays loyal to the team because the Tips are local and they introduced him to the sport of hockey. While supporting the Silvertips, Canuck has seen players like Ryan Murray, Kent Simpson, Sean Heshka, and Zach Hamill play with Everett before making their way to the National Hockey League. Pug became interested in the Seattle Thunderbirds when they made their run to the WHL Finals in 1997, and says his first year as a fan was in 1999 after attending a Seattle Portland Winterhawks game. He follows the T-Birds since Seattle doesn't have an NHL team. Players that Pug remembers before leaving the team for the NHL include Brandon Dillon and Thomas Hickey. Pug is also rooting for former T-Bird goaltender Calvin Pickard to make his NHL debut. The two of them met at Central Washington University in Ellensburg, Washington. Both were interested in getting into sports talk radio, so their paths crossed at the campus radio station, 88.1 FM The Bird. The rivalry started right away between the two. There's even a rumor about the first thing Pug said to Canuck, which was supposedly, "How am I supposed to work with the Everett Silvertip fan?" While doing a sports show along with other hosts Little Nicky and the Maverick, Canuck and Pug always talked about taking hockey trips to see teams throughout the WHL and NHL, but never got anything planned. Maybe it was because they were arguing too much on the radio. Last season, the two put together their first hockey tour. Their first game was between the North American Hockey League's Wenatchee Wild and Minot Narmatoros in Wenatchee, Washington, along with their friend Hans. At the last second, they went to Portland, Oregon to see the Portland Winterhawks take on the Silvertips in a playoff game, where surprisingly Pug was welcomed despite wearing a Seattle Thunderbirds jersey. The other trip they've done was this year when they traveled to Kennewick, Washington with Little Nicky and his wife to see the WHL's Tri-City Americans play with Brandon Weekend. But last year, the two put their trash talking aside as they finally attended a Seattle Thunderbirds Everett Silvertips hockey game on December 29, 2012. The game took place at Comcast Arena in Everett, and the two went with a large crowd. Not only were bragging rights on the line, but other things were as well. The two agreed to two bets during the game, one being a beer bet and the other was being in a headlock in a Facebook photo. Seattle and Everett played even to start the game. The first goal didn't come until midway through the second period when Josh Winquist scored for Everett to break the scoreless tie, giving Canuck the beer. The T-Birds tied the game late in the third thanks to a goal by Seth Swenson, forcing the first rivalry game between Canuck and Pug into overtime. Despite Seattle outshooting Everett in the game, the Silvertips won thanks to Winquist's second goal of the night on a breakaway against Seattle's goaltender Brandon Glover. Everett won 2-1 and Pug got his picture taken in a headlock. Despite the outcome, it didn't take long for both fans to start trash talking after the game. It began in a post-game recap with Deshaun the Average Joe when Pug made a statement.
You know, classic rivalry game. Yeah. Next year.
What was Canuck's response? This year, the rivalry game between Canuck and Pug is at the Shower Center in Kent, Washington, the home of the Thunderbirds. Everett is trying to stay in the playoff push in the final stretch of the season, while the T-Birds sit in the middle of the Western Conference and are having their best year in about a decade. Tonight, the beer, the Facebook photo, and bragging rights are all on the line again. Will the T-Birds give Pug his first victory over Canuck and avenge last year's loss? Or will Canuck keep trash talking rights for another season? Find out who will win and who will cry. I don't cry! Up next, it's not just the Seattle Thunderbirds versus the Everett Silvertips. It's also Canuck versus Pug.
Yeah. Maybe it's a win.
White jerseys, white jerseys.
Blue jersey. Oh, oh shoot. Not good. Whoa. Oh man. Hey, that should be a slash. And let's sit on each other.
Because it worked so well last time.
Goes up.
Whoa.
We're wearing white jerseys, white jerseys.
It's okay, they're all colorblind. It works out. Oh,
Here comes the
Onside. Whoop. Oh no. Uh-oh. Whoa! Oh wow. Interference? I parked in the
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Really?
There.
Is this?
Hold it. Hold it.
Oh, man! I dang it. Alright, well. Starting out the same way as last year. None of them make it to time. Is there any left for the...
What do you know?
Yeah.
The teddy bear is still there. He's got a brother over there. You got what? He's got a friend over there. Oh, there's a... Oh, there is another one over there. Oh, that's funny. Well, you know, they want to... This time Seattle scores first. Yeah. Remember what happened last year? Yeah, you were Shea Theodore.
Wait for a second. Like,
yep.
Wow, that didn't take long.
Second period though. Alright, but good sport. This guy, we're going to go over this one because contestant said, he's like, no, they don't have enough beer, you need more variety. We're going to a place that has way more variety. I do appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
who would have thought 3 goals happened half and half?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of scored just like, man,
hey, Everett won that second period though.
Easily.
Everett won that second period.
Great period.
Alright. Okay, so it's been decided, the beer's been decided. But who gets the Facebook photo?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, called Sparky. Yeah, it's called Sparky. Yeah. Whoa. Guys? Oh, yeah. I think. Penalty? I think. Oh, man. Yeah. That would have been awesome. What are you talking about? Right there. Right there. Not bad. Get down again. Oh, boy. All right. Alright, 3 on 3 for 4 seconds, and now T-Bird's on the power play. Alright. Alright. Oh man, not again. Oh, come on. That's a great idea. Shoot it right into the defender. That's an awesome idea. Whoa. Bird. Man. 10 seconds on a power play.
Thunderbirds pulled it out in overtime, 4-3, in a very, very epic match. So to recap, I'm going to put it to you this way. I've seen both these teams play now. Both these teams are very young, very feisty, love to play on the boards, which I love playing some dirty hockey, which is great. So, key points of the game. Hit it, baby.
Oh, man. Seattle's power play. The majority of the game, the majority of it was, I think all of our goals did take to one, score on the power play. I know that's
the overtime winner shorthanded.
The overtime winner shorthanded, man, but I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just overtime. It's a team that in overtime kind of just ran out of gas.
That's very, very true.
But I won't give Everett discredit. They won the second period of this game. They won the second period. They could have easily had like a 4-0 lead.
Thunderbirds kind of started the game out a little slow in the first period. Came out firing on all cylinders in the second period. But that gigantic howitzer of a shot. I can't remember who it was by. Beautiful.
Yeah, that second period was really entertaining. It was back and forth. Yeah, 2-goal lead. I was like, oh, here we go. Everett, right away, struck back, came back tied again. It was like, all right, here we go. Third period was a good third period. Unfortunately, the kids couldn't get out of the box and it cost them.
Yeah, a lot of fighting today.
Yeah,
Four fights today. It was great. Two of them weren't all that great. One of them was a pretty epic battle. But you know, all in all, a good night all together. Birds, tips, Birds coming out on top this year.
And we are even now 1-1. I'll see you in Everett next year.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be